Hello, Kimon. How are you? Hello, everybody. Welcome. It has been quite a while since I've been here. I'm not going to make any promises of when I'm going to go live again because every time I try and say, I'm back, I will be going live all the time, then, I don't show up for a month. So, no more promises. But I'm here today, and that's what matters, right? So, Kimon, you are first in the box. Let me get you your message from Spirit. How have you been? Let me set my intention here. Got my amethyst right here. Oops. Knocking over my amethyst. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for Kimon? What message do you have for Kimon today? What message do you have for Kimon? And Kimon, your message is right here. Oh, the Fool. New beginnings. New beginnings. Do you have some new beginnings starting up in your life right now? I do want to get a moment for a little bit of feedback. Are you starting any new projects, new jobs, moving, anything of that nature? Fool is always about embracing in faith the new gifts that are coming your way that Spirit is offering you. So sometimes the card shows up right before we have the new opportunity or when we're in the new opportunity. So I'd like to know if you're aware of your new opportunities right now. But your message is, the Fool teaches us to look upon the world with the wide-eyed innocence and open heart of a child. Be positive and welcome the adventure before you. Just do it. Good morning, Crystal. How are you? I was waiting for some feedback from Kimon on YouTube, but I'm not sure if she dropped off. Hello, Natalie. How are you? And Crystal, let me get you your message. I was looking forward for Kimon's feedback. That card could have been for you, Crystal. But let's see what Spirit has for you today. I'm great. I'm so excited for you, Crystal. This sounds so wonderful. You've waited. Has it been a year? Seems like it's been a year. Let me set my intention, Crystal. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for Crystal? What do you want Crystal to know? Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for Crystal? Right here. And Crystal, we have the Page of Wands. Oh, what? Where's my webcam? My webcam froze. It froze on my end. I don't know if it was frozen on your end. The Page of Wands. Perfect card for your situation. Yesterday is history and tomorrow is a mystery. The only thing that's real is the present moment, so enjoy it. But our pages are always, when we're in that stage of newness, can be studying, can be learning. It's an apprentice. It can also be when, because it's a court card, we're dealing with a person, we're dealing with this feminine energy here. And it can be beginning a new job. So new beginnings, the Wands is dealing with the family. So I take that as a very, very positive card right off the bat for your interview. Yes, that looks really good. And Natalie, let's see what message Spirit has for you. You're welcome, Crystal. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for Natalie today? What do you want Natalie to know? There you are, Kimon. I did give you a message. I was looking for you. So let me finish with Natalie right now. Oh, you know, I meant to put everybody's name up here. I'm going to put you up, Crystal, even though I finished you. And then Kimon, your card was the Fool. And I was asked if you have any new opportunities, if you're starting a new relationship, new job, if you're aware of what the new thing is that Spirit has for you. Okay, thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for Natalie? What message do you have for Natalie today? But if you rewind the video, Kimon, you should see your message. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for Natalie? What do you want Natalie to know today? Natalie, your message is right here. Hello, Tammy. Yes, I will give you a message. Ooh, Natalie, we have the King of Swords. And this card can represent several things, but usually whenever we're dealing with the king, it could be you, or it could be that you're dealing with this King of Swords in your life. So you're the one who would have to know if you are the king, or if the court card is representing somebody in your life. If you have a new relationship, that could show up. But the kings are all about making decisions and bringing in that expert energy, that wisdom. Like the king rules the kingdom. The emperor is like the head, and the kings are like the ones who are in charge. So this could be father energy, it could be husband energy, or it could be your energy that you have to make a decision. So right off the bat, Natalie, are you dealing with some very important situations right now, where you're really being called upon to, you're at a crossroads and you're not sure which way to go, and you really have to logically think this through? Or is this a male energy in your life that's bringing this energy? But when faced with a difficult situation, be impartial and carefully evaluate all your options with a rational mind. So whether this is for you or whether you're dealing with somebody who represents this king, now isn't the time to lean on emotions for your decisions. You just started a new business. Okay, let me post that. So now is not the time to, the King of Swords is definitely you then, because you just started a new business. But now is the time to act in wisdom to make sure that everything is logical. Can I ask your zodiac sign? Because you don't want to jump in so ahead into this project in faith that you're like spending up all your finances or your resources or things of that nature. You just want to make sure that everything is being logical. You know, you're keeping the books on track, you're detailing everything, and you're letting your mind and logic lead the way. Virgo. Okay, so it shouldn't be a problem for you to stay grounded, stay logical. But yeah. So if you're facing any difficult situations, be impartial and carefully evaluate all your options with a rational mind. There's probably more to this that Spirit has for you, because I don't know if this means that you're going to have employees working under you. I would like to know that. Are you going to have employees? Because that could definitely be why King of Swords is showing up. If you're the boss of other people. So this could even be, if you're going to have employees working under you, this could be, you know, management and how you're being impartial, getting other people to follow the rules, get along, and make sure that the job is completed. So I do feel that there's more here that Spirit has for you with this. And Kimon is not aware of her new opportunity. I don't want to abandon you, Kimon. Hello, Lisa. And I'm going to keep an eye out to see, Natalie, if you have any more insight on that. So Kimon, I would love to, I don't know if I can just pull up your card again. Let me go through these and get the Fool. But it's really about that adventure in life and having the anticipation for new things and the excitement that a child has. Like, you know, when a child is, we're going to go to Disneyland in 6 months, right? And the kid is probably like every day, when are we going to Disneyland? When are we going to Disneyland? You know what I mean? They're excited about life and they're anticipating the new wonderful things that are coming their way. So here is your card, Kimon, the Fool. And just know that Spirit is guarding you and protecting you and overseeing everything that's coming your way. But there are new opportunities coming for you. The Fool teaches us to look upon the world with the wide-eyed innocence and open heart of a child. Be positive and welcome the adventure before you. Just do it. Oh, thank you, Crystal. Okay, so Crystal sent in a donation. Let me put that. And for everybody who's here, who's new, when I'm on donations, the list pretty much just stopped in the order of everybody who showed up. And I will do Crystal's reading, and then unless somebody makes a donation, I will just go back to whoever starts posting in the chat. But Crystal, what is up, girl? And of course, you get another message. Now, we did just get the Page of Wands. You want a 3-card reading. And so I am going to give these cards a good shuffle because I just don't feel right when I like actually look for a card. It's weird. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. What additional message do you have for Crystal on any subject and topic? What additional message do you want Crystal to know besides the Page of Wands? What do you want Crystal to know? And we're right here. Let's see what's next for you, Crystal. And again, this isn't her 3-card reading. This is just another free message. Oh, 3 of Wands. Okay, so we have 2 wands here showing up for you, and they're messages from Spirit. And you see the 3 spirits here being emphasized. Be patient and trust that the action you have taken will produce results. The energy you have put out will return to you. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Our 3 of Wands is all about new directions, new explorations. It's really like in my what is the name of this deck? I just can't think of it right now. The Illuminated Tarot deck. I love that deck. It has a man for the 3 of Wands like on top of a cliff, and he's looking out over all these beautiful vast valleys, and it's just like the adventure, the full vastness and terrain is ready for him to explore. So these are very good cards for you, Crystal. Okay, so let's go to my Gilded Tarot, which is charged and ready to go. And I'm going to actually set this rose quartz crystal, I don't know if you can see it, on my Heaven Faith deck. And Crystal, what is your question? And welcome to everybody who's in the chat. I am on a donation reading. Oh, I have 2 donations now. Let me put this through. While I wait for. Well, did you send me your question somewhere, Crystal? Oh, there we go. Will your interview go great and successful? Well, you know how I feel about that already. I think we already have some very good cards here. But for your interview, let me see what I want to do for these 3. We could just do past, present, future, but I feel like we've already done so many readings on this topic that would be past, that I think we should do something different. Do you have 3 cards? Do you have anything that you want specifically, like what to focus on, what to avoid, outcome, the interview? Like, we can just tailor a reading based upon what you really want to know. Will it be great and successful? I mean, that will be the outcome. So we could do 2 specific questions that we just come up with. I mean, not really questions, but facets of the question. Oh, I'm sorry, I have a Facebook spammer. I don't want to do past, present, future. I don't know if I want to do like strengths or weaknesses. But what would you need to know? How they view you? What you need to. Let's do this, and this will be a little bit more in depth for 3 cards. What you need to focus on, how the interviewer will perceive you. No, what strengths you need to focus on, how the interviewer will perceive you, and the outcome. Let's do that. That's pretty specific. What strengths you need to focus on, how the interviewer will perceive you, and the outcome. How's that sound? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. And this can, if there will be any potential problems during the interview, we can find that out. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. What strengths should Crystal focus on during her interview? How will the interviewer perceive her? And what will the outcome be of her interview? What strengths should she focus on? How will the interviewer perceive her? And what will the outcome be? Thank you, Spirit. What strengths should Crystal focus on? How will the interviewer perceive her? What will the outcome be? Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so first we're doing what strengths should you focus on? Right here. What strengths should you focus on? Ooh, interesting. What strengths should you focus on? Oh, that's very good. Okay, we'll get into it after. How will the interviewer perceive you? There's that 3 again. 3 of Cups. Very good. And what will the outcome be? Ooh. So is it normal in this profession, after you do the interview, that you wait a while for the answer? Oh gosh. Okay. What I like here We actually are pulling a lot of threes for you, Crystal. Remember your messages from Spirit. First we had the Page of Wands and then the Three of Wands. Now we have Three of Swords for your strength and Three of Cups, which is celebration. I mean, I could just tell you off the bat the interviewer is going to love you. Okay? But it does look like there's going to be a pause or a wait till you get your answer. But the other thing here to look at, your strengths. Okay, so you really want to focus on this interview by conveying to them that you are strong, you are resilient, you overcome challenges. Nothing can really take you out of the game. So you really want to, this is like isn't this an education job? You're tough, you're strong, people don't get on your nerves, people can't get under your skin, you're resilient. Hit me with your best shot, I'm not backing down, I'm a fighter. I overcome challenges. It's government. So there's something in here where you really need to emphasize the strength, the steadfastness, the commitment that you have. You're not to be defeated. You're one who overcomes all of these challenges. But the other thing I did want to point out was, I already pointed that out, the threes. The threes are all about working together as a team. So you also want to stress that you're a team player. But I also want to point out this. The Three of Swords is a card that represents some sort of pain or attack, right? The Four of Swords, which is your outcome, is a card that represents healing and rest. So for the Three of Swords to show up first and the Four of Swords to be your outcome, which means like your heart has been pierced. I mean, there's other ways to look into this reading. Your heart has been pierced. You've been wounded. You've been waiting for this opportunity. And now you're moving into the healing stage for the outcome of that Three of Swords. But what we specifically asked was, what was the outcome? The Four of Swords is all about rest and healing, but it also is about a pause. So I feel very confident this interview is going to go great. I believe you're going to get it, but I believe there's going to be another pause and another delay. For this card to show up, I feel like it could take a while. Wasn't it like 15 months, November? Like 16 months for the interview? Like how long are you supposed to wait for the answer? But definitely when you go for this interview, really emphasize your strengths, that nothing gets under your skin, that you're very strong-minded and a team player. You work with others very well, and it's very different. Nothing rattles you, nothing shakes you. If things come, it's security clearance and applications after 2, so it could take months. Yeah, it looks like it is going to take a long time. But now how your interviewer will perceive you, this is awesome. I mean, this is like, we're dancing, we're celebrating, we're happy, we're joyful, the Three of Cups. And the question was, how will they perceive you? How are they going to feel about you? So for us to be in cups, very, very important, because I was basically asking, how is the interviewer going to feel about you? And I'm getting a feelings cup for the answer. They're going to feel very happy about you. It's important to note as well, what should you focus on in the interview? We're in Swords, and Swords is all about your mind. It's all about your thinking strategies. So exactly. So you're focusing on the interview. You don't want to be emotional. You don't want to be like, I want this job because I love this. You want to be logical. You want to be fact-based. Nothing shakes you. Again, we're back in Swords for your outcome. It's very practical. But how will they feel about you? We're right in our feelings. We're in our cups, and we're seeing celebration and happy, and their cups are running over. And also remember that 3 is all about, we're working together as a team. So definitely stress a lot to them during this interview, you're a team player. You don't get rattled easily. You don't make decisions with your heart, but your head. You're very logical. And, you're committed. But you're also a team player because that's something that seems to be very important to them. So I hope that helped you, Crystal. Very good news. Sorry about the Facebook spammer. And if you're watching on YouTube and you can't see Crystal's because she's on Facebook. I'm on Facebook and YouTube. Awesome. And Tammy, are you here? I'm going to clear and charge the deck. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a while with that Four of Swords. I can't wait to hear how this interview goes. It's been so long in the process. Oh my goodness. Tammy. I have to wait a minute for Tammy to show up. Is she there? Tammy, are you there? I hope she's not having connection issues. I'm going to switch my song real quick. Probably the next one will show that. I did. Okay. Okay, so Tammy sent a donation, but I don't see her, so I'm just going to do her reading. And then I guess she can go back and see it. So Tammy, we're going to start with your message from Spirit. Pop back in, Tammy. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for Tammy? What message do you have for Tammy today? Thank you, Spirit. What do you want Tammy to know? Tammy, let me know when you're back. Thank you, Spirit. My goodness, I cannot deal with these spammers. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna make sure I didn't accidentally block Tammy. I've been blocking these spammers. Okay, no, she's good. She must have disconnected for a minute. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for Tammy? What do you want Tammy to know today? Thank you, Spirit. What do you want Tammy to know? What do you want Tammy to know today? Thank you, Spirit. And Tammy, your card is right here. Oh, the Hermit. The Hermit. Tammy, I wish you were here. I want some feedback. The Hermit shows up when it's time to take some time out, time to be by ourselves and get with Spirit one-on-one. We might have gone through some sort of trauma. There could be just too much stress. It could just even be the hustle and bustle of everyday living has you distracted, so you're not focusing on your spiritual life or giving that attention to the things that matter. And Spirit is saying it's time for you to just get away from it all, reconnect with Spirit, focus on your inner woman, your inner healing if needed. Is it time to recharge, do work on your chakras, do work on meditation, get your vision board out, just kind of reset, recharge, refuel, and then refocus where you want your life to go. But it's definitely time to take time away from others and focus within and focus on yourself. The Hermit teaches us that sometimes we need to withdraw from the din of the outside world in order to start hearing the small voice within. He urges us to rediscover our own rich inner world through meditation and reflection. So Tammy, that is your free message from Spirit. And now, 1 minute. Well, I guess it's good that you're not here, Tammy. I've got to go get something at the door, but I'm still doing your message. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm so excited. My daughter's having a baby this month, and I just got her a bassinet, and it was just delivered. Hello, Liz. How are you? I am doing Tammy's reading right now. but Tammy is AWOL. I'm not sure where Tammy is. So we are doing Tammy's reading without Tammy, and I wish she was here for some feedback. But we are going to see what is next for Tammy. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for Tammy? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. What do you want Tammy to know today? And Tammy said whatever comes up, she just wants to know. So I love having participation and feedback, but we will absolutely do this. It's 2 cards. So thank you, Spirit. What do you want Tammy to know in 2 cards? What should she focus on? What does Tammy need to focus on? We already know that she needs to take time away. She needs to meditate, focus on her spiritual life. What specifically are you saying she needs to focus on? And here we go. Tammy, here are your 2 cards. And I asked what you need to focus on. We have our 3 of Cups. We have celebration. We have happiness. And I love this. We have the Queen of Cups. So Tammy, we're in our cups. We're in our feelings. We're in our emotions. Spirit is saying that it's time for you to take some time. Oh, look at this. I need another deck. But hello, Susie. I see you. I see you. That would be a tarot reading. My free messages are messages from Spirit. Our Queen of Cups here, Tammy, represents you in very, very beautiful card. Here we have this gorgeous woman, and I love these little white doggies at her feet. But the Queen of Cups is very emotional, very loving. Because we're seeing our 3 of Cups here, what you need to focus on, it seems to me that this could be an issue that Spirit is saying it's time to work with your spirit guides. It's time to take time away from it. I always run to extremes of abuse. Okay, so maybe it's not an extremely abusive situation. Maybe it's just toxic, negative energy. Maybe it's the shadow self. I don't want to. Oh, there you are, Tammy. Okay, you're back. So Tammy, you are what? I don't know if you're in some sort of toxic situation. I don't know if your emotions are on edge. I don't know if the extreme is somebody or some situation is like really attacking your self-esteem and putting you in a very anxious, depressed state, or if this is something a little bit minor. But either way, Spirit is saying that you need to view yourself. Okay, you're listening and doing chores. Okay, so Spirit is saying you need to view yourself as this beautiful Queen of Cups because that's who you are. And there's definitely a need for you to have more joy in your life, more fellowship with others, to find your tribe, kindred spirits, and spend time with them. So it's very interesting, right? Because the Hermit is all about taking time away and going within. But what you should focus on, Spirit is saying, is celebration. And that's why I'm wondering, is there somebody who's maybe in your life, or is it just a situation? Are you too busy that you're not focusing on the things that bring you joy? Maybe you're focusing on something negative and toxic. But you need to go within. You need to raise your vibration, and this is going to come through the meditations. I don't know if you have like a daily meditation practice. Let me just pause for a minute, because I can see what Spirit is saying here. but it's only 2 cards. So, like, if this was a Celtic cross, I could see more. Let me just take a minute and just sum up what Spirit is recommending for you. But are you agreeing that you're very emotional, and have you been in? I don't want to say a dark place. I don't want to say like this is extreme. But there is a need here for going within, for healing, some inner healing, opening those chakras, and putting spirit first. So these types of loving, earthly, celebratory relationships, even if it's just with friends, can happen. Um, because you have to really see yourself as this Queen of Cups. You are the Queen of Cups, and you can't be dragged down. I don't know if I'm going too extreme by saying by other people. I don't know if you're married. I don't know if you have like a toxic boyfriend. Um, I'm not really getting that this is something from somebody else. It could just be something you're dealing with, because maybe it's even you're reading too much into other situations of how other people. Okay, let me just let me sum this up again. Hello, Sam. How are you? Okay, minutes. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. What is the message that you have for today? Okay, so this is what I'm getting for you. Tammy needs to see herself as the beautiful princess that she is. She needs to know that she is loved and cherished beyond measure. That when she feels unappreciated, unloved, and unworthy, it is a lie. And that she needs to believe this in herself first. And that is what is going to come through with your spiritual hermit stage of getting one-on-one with spirit. So I'm not really picking up that it's so much external things being done to you that is putting you in this frame of mind, but something rather that's actually internal coming out, that there's just like a root of low self-esteem somewhere that spirit is saying, that's okay, Tammy. That spirit is saying, to end this, to end this self. It's almost, I don't even know if hatred is too strong a word. Maybe a little bit of self dislike. But spirit is basically telling you to end it, to stop it, to have zero negative plays about yourself running through your mind. No negative self um, talk at all, like none at all. Um, you are a beautiful princess in the eyes of spirit, and you need to view yourself as this Queen of Cups. You are the Queen of Cups, and you deserve everything in life that a queen deserves. And only then, only when you truly see yourself as this beautiful queen, are you going to move into this area of celebration, freedom, and happiness in your life. It's all about your emotions. Don't let your emotions play tricks on you. Don't let your emotions get the best of you. Don't read into situations. And a lot of this internal dialogue, negative stuff that's been plaguing you can be dealt with through your one-on-one time with spirit, 20 minutes in the morning, 20 minutes before you fall asleep. Do a white light meditation, focus on your chakras, do chakra clearings, and then just listen. Just listen to what spirit is saying to you. You pray and then listen. You meditate and then listen. And you will start to hear the loving words of spirit for you. And then you will start to see yourself accordingly. And please let me know if any of this resonates with you. I got like 0 feedback from you, Tammy, but that's okay. But that is your message. So I hope you can rewind it. I kept your on donations Tammy up there so you can see it. And To everybody who's just come into the stream, you're welcome, Tammy. God bless you. When I'm on donations, put that up. When I'm on donations, I pretty much stop the running list, and I don't make lists. I just kind of go by the order of which people are coming in chat. After I do a donation, it pretty much starts over. So Alexandra Rose, I see you first. So that's the order I go in by, whoever just starts talking. Because sometimes people come and then they go, and there's no sense of me doing lists like that. So I'm just going in the order of the people who are now typing in the chat. And Alexandra, I will get you your message from Spirit. I love when I'm giving messages and Spirit like shows up with the court cards, like the Queen of Cups, you know. And then for Crystal, it was the Page of Wands, you know, and it's this beautiful woman. She looks like an angel with this long, flowy hair. I just love that. So I see Alexandra, and I see Liz, and then Lydia. Alexandra Rose. What a pretty name. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for Alexandra? Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for Alexandra? Right? What message do you have? Right here. And Alexandra, oh, Temperance. Okay, so right off the bat, I do have to ask if you're a Sagittarius, only because Temperance is card for Sagittarius. Now, Alexandra, the Temperance card can show up with if we have any type of excess in our life. Maybe we're drinking too much, we're eating too much, we're playing too much, we're not working hard enough. Something might just be a little bit out of balance. I'm a Sagittarius. Nobody wants to to live their life in complete boring balance all the time, right? But sometimes there comes a point in our life where we have to just bring things into moderation, say no to the extra dessert or whatever. But Temperance is showing up for you as your message. So again, I would like to know if you're a Sagittarius, if the Temperance card resonates with you. The Temperance card teaches us to cultivate balance, harmony, and peace in ourselves and our environment. It urges us to seek moderation in all things and reminds us to find our calm center within. And sometimes the Temperance card can actually just be temper. Sometimes we're letting our emotions get out of control. Sometimes we're getting too angry. But all in all, we can work on our temperance, become more temperate, right? Temperate? Is that a word? Temperament. We can work on our temperament through meditation, through deep breathing exercises. But it could be a lot. It could be, you know, getting moderation in the basic things. Are you drinking enough water? Are you eating healthy? Are you getting your exercise? Are you getting enough sleep? Cutting back on those unhealthy things, doing what the doctor tells us to do, eating more fruits and vegetables. And then if it's, you know, that's our physical stuff. And if it's spiritual stuff, making sure that we're taking time to meditate, to pray. If you don't know your spirit guides, learning who they are so you can work with your spirit guides, things of that nature. But just bringing our lives back to balance, you know, because we all do it. We all find a time in our lives where we're focusing a little bit more on the extremes and maybe the pleasure side of life than the boring, mundane stuff. But if you're a Sagittarius, Temperance would show up for that. And especially since this is the message from Spirit and Oh, is Tammy this far behind? Tammy just told me toxic people that there's toxic people. Wow, Tammy is very far behind in the chat. Okay, well, that's good, Tammy. Keep letting me know what's going. So, but again, your message from Spirit, Alexandra, is a major arcana card. So, Spirit is actually saying this is very important. Whatever the situation is, and temperance can show up if we're making some choices that are detrimental to our health and they're contributing to a problem that's going to be serious. Because a major arcana card will show up for something serious, not our everyday. Um, I had a fight with my boss, you know. So please let me know if this resonates with you. If you've been working on something that you feel maybe you've had a bit of difficulty overcoming, and it is starting to affect your life, whether it is your health, your emotions, your moods. But either way, Spirit is saying, okay, Susie, you don't have to keep typing that. Suze. Who's Vicky? Vicky is my mother's cat alive. So the cat's name is Vicky. We could do a Celtic cross. Let me cancel this spammer on my Facebook. So if you want a cross reading, Suze, we can do that for $25, and we can look into what's going on with the cat. Okay. And Liz. Tammy said, Tammy, I'm still getting the updates from Tammy. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for Liz today? What do you want Liz to know? Thank you, Spirit. What do you want Liz to know today? What do you want Liz to know? I'm going to put this up here. This is from Tammy. Tammy's behind. I didn't know where Tammy was. Okay. I'm here, Liz. Okay, thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for Liz? What do you want Liz to know? Oh, Liz, are you in the chat? I'm actually picking up some messages for you. Let me see. Liz, do you have mother or grandmother in spirit? Oh, yes, I'm picking up mediumship. Is your mother in spirit? Liz, tell me who is in spirit so I can speed this up. I have a woman coming in very close to my energy here. It's your mother? Okay, okay, this is your mom? Please come into me. Please come close. Please come close. What message do you have for Liz? Do we have a B name, Liz? I have Suze and Mother and sister just passed. Now, how recently? Do we have a B name? Is there something like a BL? BL? And when did? Okay, I've got very strong energy here. Can you give? Can you give me dates? Mother and sister just passed. Do we have like? Is this very recent? Just passed. This is strong energy. I'm trying not to do too much mediumship live, but I'm telling you that you're. Okay, so when I do mediumship live like this, and I have multiple people, this is why I don't like to do it live. When I have multiple people, I start getting multiple. Okay, so sister just passed February 28th. Okay, whew, I can't breathe. I feel a heavy, heavy presence coming over me, and I'm feeling some weight on my chest. Are we talking lungs here? I'm feeling pressure on my chest. But the thing is, if I have a lot of people in the chat, I'm going to pick up a lot more of your spirit loved ones than one person, and it gets complicated. Okay, I'm picking up Pearl, Pearl, Pearl. It was a heart attack. Who had the heart attack? And I'm picking up a BL name. Okay, who's got a Spanish loved one with a BL name, almost like Beulah, but Bull. There's something here about Pearl. Let me see. February 28th is a sister. What's with the pearls? What is with the pearls? Do you have who has the pearls? Pearls. I keep getting pearls. I don't know what the pearls are about. Let me listen. MAR name. She had a pearl ring, and this is your sister. I'm getting, this is a Maria, Marlene, Maria, or a Nancy. Your mom is Hispanic and she died of a massive heart attack. Now, when was this, Lydia? I keep getting like Beulah. Beulah is not a common name. Anybody here got a grandma named Beulah? Beulah. Well, abuela is Spanish for grandmother, right? But no, I feel like I'm hearing Beulah. Beulah. The pearl ring. Wait a minute. Okay, so now this is what I call economy of spirit, and I'm going to put this up here. Okay, so everybody, the spirit people are hitting me strong. I'm supposed to be doing tarot. It always happens. Okay, so see February 28th. Lydia, what happened on February 28th? And then Liz, I want you to see this, okay? So Lydia just posted on February 28th. And Liz posted on February 28th. So what happens is, this is called economy of spirit. When medium is working, your loved ones are going to come through with similar information. So are we saying, Lydia, that your mother passed on February 28th of this year? And Liz, you're saying your sister passed on the same day. Is this correct? If this is correct, Liz and Lydia, you guys should say hi to each other in the chat. But please know that your loved ones. Okay, so Lydia and Liz, do you see this together? You're both here. Your mom passed away from a heart attack. So Lydia and Liz, are you both saying, I can't breathe, this spirit is very, okay. Lydia and Liz, are you both saying that Liz's I'm sorry, I've got very heavy energy here. Liz's sister passed away from a heart attack on February 28th, and Lydia, are you saying your mom passed away from a heart attack on February 28th? I have so much spirit activity right now. I don't know what's what. But they're here, and I'm actually going to ask your loved ones to bring messages through to you. Okay? So, you know what? Why don't you both type in their names? Because again, I'm here to do tarot, but I always make it open to spirit loved ones to come through. And I'm telling you, I'm gonna cry because how spirit does this blows me away every single time. How our spirit loved ones are on the other side, bringing Liz and Lydia into my live stream at the same random time. When you both lost your loved ones on the same day from the same conditions. I don't, I'm a medium, but I ain't God. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they do it. But it's so strong and it's so real and it's so beautiful. Guadalupe or Lupe? Okay, so the sister is Judy. And Liz, what is your mom's name? Because your mom is here with Judy as well. And again, I'm not here to do mediumship. This is how I ended up doing mediumship. Because they just come through. Can't breathe. I'm still in training. Lori, okay. And Lori passed away in 2008. Liz's sister Judy and Lydia, your mom passed away this year though, February 28th, 2023. And Liz, Judy passed away February 28th, 2023, correct? I gotta ask the spirit people, like, are they in stations for the same day? I'm so confused. Wow. I'm blown away. I am blown away. Okay. Wow. I gotta ask them, how y'all doing this? How are you doing this? They're laughing at me. Okay. Okay. The pearl ring is. Let me see what's going on here. What are our messages? So I have. Okay, Judy. I have multiple connections here, Liz. I do feel this is Judy speaking about a dog. Did Judy have a pet dog that she would be concerned about? Are you caring for somebody's dog, Liz? Did somebody pass away and you have their dog? Okay, Judy. Do you have the dog? Were you offered the dog? Okay, you don't have it. Okay, so Liz, what I'm hearing from Judy right now is we're here. They want you to know. So you have a small dog that your mom loved. Um, for Liz right now, is grandmother. I feel like Lori's mom is with them too. Is that correct? And Pearl isn't a name of somebody. Do I have somebody here in the chat though with the name Pearl in spirit? Maybe a grandmother, a great aunt Pearl. Um, Liz, what's the yes to? I haven't made enough individual connection with each of you to know who is coming through because I'm not hearing individual names. But somebody is showing me two little pillows that wedding rings go on. They're silver, not gold. They're like white gold or silver wedding bands on these pillows. So is somebody trying to tell me there's a wedding, there's an engagement, somebody has the wedding rings? I'm not sure what this message is, but they're on white satin pillows. It looks like a light blue ribbon around the edge, like a silvery blue. What is your mom? What is your mom? What? And again, when I'm in this state, I can't keep track of what I'm saying. It's kind of like things are channeling through me. So like my logic brain is like blah. So I will say something, ask you a question. I'm not going to remember the answer. It's very hard to do the mediumship like this, blind mediumship on YouTube when I can't see anybody. I don't prefer to do it this way. You and your husband were married with silver rings. You burned her ring and wedding tape yesterday for Judy. Okay. You burned or buried? You burned the ring? Explain to me if you did burn it, like what would this be? Why would this be? And Judy is your sister. Okay. Explain this to me. And Lupe, buried. Okay. Um, and the spirit people do work together to give me similar things. So that could be the wedding pillows could be coming through for what your ceremony was yesterday for Judy and Lupe, because you're in here asking. I could be picking up that the rings were silver for you and your husband. Let me put that up here. Because normally, like if you book a reading with a medium, it's one-on-one. But when I do this open, as you've seen before, I will be giving things for people who haven't even come in yet because their spirit people are on the other side. So sometimes I'm doing this with so many spirit connections, I can't keep track of who is going where. Okay, so Judy is definitely speaking about that ceremony yesterday. I could ask her why you did this ceremony of burying the wedding tape. Is there something more to this? I'm picking up a chalkboard and an easel. And because of the easel I'm seeing, I'm wondering if somebody was an artist. Is there somebody an artist here? I do feel like this might be Judy, very, very strong. Oh, messing up this again. Your mom was an artist and she had an easel. What did I say right before easel? There was something else that Judy was an artist too. I can't remember what I said. What did I say? I saw an easel and something else. Oh, a chalkboard. The chalkboard. What does the chalkboard symbolize? Was there a teacher? I'm losing. Lydia, are you still here? Okay, so they were artists. So this is like real artists with like not just like I'm dabbling or this art seems a little bit more profound. Let me see. Okay, Lydia, you're still here. Lydia, are you connected to a teacher? Was your mother a teacher? I'm just seeing a chalkboard. Could this represent homeschooling or an educator? But I am seeing a chalkboard here. Okay, so this is interesting. I said chalkboard. I'm actually seeing now a black chalkboard on like a refrigerator, like a magnetic chalkboard, but it's black, and actually writing like things to do list on this chalkboard stuck on the refrigerator, but it's actually kind of large. Does does this random chalkboard mean anything to anybody? So Pima, you used to be a teacher. Pima, from your name, I'm not familiar too much. I don't know if you're male or female, but would you possibly have a spouse in spirit? Pima, just because when you said used to be a teacher, I felt as if this could be a spouse. A spouse may be bringing through a chalkboard. You're male, okay. Do you have a female partner or ex-partner or spouse from your teaching days? I feel like this is partner or spouse. Okay. I am going to get back to the tarot. I do want all of you to know what the little bits of evidence that came through here, that your loved ones. Pima, is your wife in spirit? I got to put Pima. I do feel like. Okay, Pima used to be a teacher. Pima is male, and Pima, are you saying your wife is in spirit? Could be what that chalkboard's about. Okay. So what I'm going to do, because I really want to get back to the tarot. Everybody's free to book mediumships with me. But what I'm going to do is ask your spirit loved ones to begin communicating with you guys. Be on the lookout for some spirit communication, some lights flickering. It's a good one. Some spirit feathers showing up, random pennies, dreams, dream visitations. For those grieving, know that your loved ones are with you. They're watching you. They are very much still part of your lives. Those relationships will continue. They are continuing. I would love to give individual messages, but I have too many links here going on that I can't make sense of who is who. Who had a car accident? Oh, who had a car accident? Pima, I'm sorry, did you lose your wife? Were you driving a car? Or was this separate? Or were you driving a car? Did somebody actually lose their partner? Oh, you've all been in car accidents. Did somebody actually lose their partner though, driving the car, and there was a crash, and that's how you lost your loved one? Because I'm seeing a car accident, and I'm hearing, and I can't place it right now because there's too many links, but I'm hearing, do not feel guilty about the car crash. do not feel guilty about the car crash. Okay. So whoever here is feeling guilty about the car crash, no guilt. If there was something, if there was a loss of life connected to the car crash, anybody connect to the name Benjamin, just Benjamin, living or in spirit, just Benjamin, which is strange because this Benjamin's name has come through several times. My mediumships, I don't know who Benjamin is. I'm also getting the name Rocky. Is that a pet? Someone have a pet named Rocky? I'm getting something. Your nephew and his friend died in a car accident. Okay, when was this? I'm also getting something. It's like Alps or Alpo, but I feel like this could be a name. AL, and I'm just picking up the letters. I'm not ALPSO. Those letters are part of this name that I am picking up. Could it be like Alfonso? The letters I'm picking up are ALPSO. It's not Alps, and it's not Alpo dog food. It's a name with these letters. How old was your nephew and the friend? The nephew, Lydia, is this maternal? This could be why I'm seeing the car crash. But there's also not to be guilt with this car crash, with the people who perished in the car crash. So I'm not sure who would be feeling guilty about this, the nephew and the friend. But I'm asking because if the nephew is connected to your maternal side, 23 and your sister's son. Okay. And Lydia, what was your mom's name again? I know it was Spanish. What it was CON something, right? It was a Spanish name. Let me look back. Let's say Consuela, but Guadalupe. Guadalupe. I don't know why I was going to say Consuela. Do you have a Consuela? Okay, so Guadalupe. So Guadalupe is the grandmother to your nephew who died in the car crash with the friend. Okay. And I got a Lupe in here in spirit, and I got a Lupe in here in the physical plane. Any Spanish names that have a BL, like a Beulah, but Consuelo is it Consuela is an aunt? Okay, so we're getting some more spirit connection here. If you're on Facebook and you can see the chat, we've got Guadalupe in spirit, got Guadalupe in the physical plane. But are we saying Consuela is aunt? Is Consuela Guadalupe's sister? Or is it Consuelo? It would be an A at the end, right? That's a typo, right? I don't know too much foreign languages, but I'm trying. There should be an A at the end, right? I don't know. Okay, car crash. But why the guilty? Don't feel guilty about the car crash. I don't know what that is. But somebody is not to feel guilty about the. Oh, it isn't. Oh, okay. Somebody is saying not to feel guilty. Consuelo. Okay. And Consuelo though is in the physical. She has not passed. Um, so Consuelo is Guadalupe's daughter. Is this correct? Well, hello, Khalid, but right now I'm actually on psychic mediumship. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Consuelo is Lupe's sister. Okay. Okay, so that's why I picked up that name. Okay, so Consuelo and Lupe, that's why they came together. I was asking your mom's name and I'm getting Consuelo. I'm hearing Consuelo. Well, I'm sorry, I'm hearing Consuela, but it was actually Consuelo. You feel guilty for Crash, but it's not you. What do you mean, Lupe? Well, what I was actually hearing was now for everybody who's in here, normally when I do mediumship one-on-one, what I do is I make a document where I write down all your evidence and information and loved ones who come through and messages. So if you come into the group again, or book another mediumship, then I have that information and I don't have to start from scratch. But today I didn't plan to do mediumship, but I did bring messages from multiple people. If you come into the chat again, I personally am not going to remember your loved ones in spirit. Spirit may quickly remind me, but I did not make documents. I did not write any of this down. So if any of this resonates with you, please write it down. If you want to book a reading with me, please remind me what evidence came through because it will just save time. But Spirit has been known to say, Sharice, this is what we said, and it will all come back to me. So Consuelo and Lupe. So did you know Consuelo, Lydia? And there's some men in there too. Ooh, I've got. This has to be connected to you, Lydia. I have a Spanish man coming through. He's older. He just always looks happy. He just has like this beautiful smile on his face, Lydia. I don't think he's speaking English. Lydia, where is this Gonzalez from? Is this Mexico? But he's not very tall. Like I'm thinking 5'6" to 5'7", maybe a little bit shorter. But he just looks happy. A smile on his face, grayish, but more like salt and pepper hair. But it's still, the hair is striking. And he's just got a pleasant face, very happy. And this is a Spanish name. He has a Spanish first name. Do you recognize this man? I want to call him William, but I know that's not his name. Lydia, do you have like a Spanish version of one? Would that be like Guillermo, a Spanish version of William? Guillermo, is that the Spanish version? Guillaume? Huh. Okay. What I'm going to do is for everybody who's been watching, who's here, just type in so I can give you your message from Spirit with the tarot. But who is this man? Looks so clear. Really nice smile. Bright. Okay, so I'm going to give you your message from Spirit, Bright. And I'm not sure what this means about how okayed. I don't know that part. But I am going to try and get back to tarot. Definitely a lot of your loved ones are here. They just want you to know that they're here, that they love you. For those February 28 losses, my gosh, that's just days ago. Your dad was Mexican and short. Lupe, what was your Balderas? I thought it was a BL, Beulah. I don't know. What was your dad's name? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for Bright? Is it a G or like a Spanish version of William? Like Guillermo? I don't know. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for Bright? And thank you, Spirit people, for coming through. Jose. No. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I'm back. I could just be picking up William. This guy, though, I can describe this guy to a T. Okay, but I'm going to get to Bright. If any concrete messages come through, if anything comes through very significant and individualized, I will be faithful and honor my spirit communicators and bring that through. Actually, didn't this start because I was trying to give Liz a message from Spirit? That's what it was. I was trying to give Liz a message from Spirit. Did I even pull a card for you, Liz? Liz, are you still here? I meant to give Liz a message from Spirit from the tarot, and the energy of her loved ones was so strong. But I believe that was Lori and Judy all the way. Very quickly. I was like, mother, and strong mother energy. I wonder if Judy had a motherly role to you. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for Bright? What message do you have for Bright? Bright, your message is right here. And Liz, are you still here? Oh, Bright, the lovers. Bright, what's going on in your love life? Now, sometimes the lovers is all about yourself. Yes, Pima, stay here. I will definitely give you a message. But Bright, are you looking for love? What's going on? Also, are you a Gemini? Because our lovers does represent the Gemini sign. And whenever I'm giving the message from Spirit, what I do is I don't let people just ask a question, because I want the message to be, it's like, this is your time to get a free message from Spirit through me acting as your medium. And if somebody just asks a question like, does my crush like me? It's kind of a missed opportunity to get your free message from Spirit. So when the major arcana shows up, Spirit is saying, this is very important, because our major arcana represents very important life things. So for the lovers, it can represent yourself, but it can absolutely represent human love and relationships. The lovers can show up if you are kind of finding your own path in life, finding your morality. Yes, Lydia, I will give you a message as well. You're next, because I'm going to go in order. So Pima, keep typing in the chat, because I'm going to go in order. Bright's on YouTube, and then I'm doing Lydia, and then I'm going to do the next people who type in the chat. So if you're here and you do want your message from Spirit, type in the chat so I can see you. And then if you want the very next one, make a donation and we can do that. And if you want to book a mediumship, contact me and we can do a one-on-one mediumship, a one-on-one mediumship, because a lot of you have spirit people who want to come through, but it's best for me to be one-on-one with you on the phone or with video so I can focus solely on your loved ones, your spirit people. There's not that many mediums in the world who can handle 10 different spirit people at one time. I can't do it. If you watch public mediumship, they're like, who's got this person? Because they can't do it either. It's very different when you're one-on-one than when you're like one medium to like 50, 500, 5,000 people. Okay, so back to Bright. Our Lovers card can represent you finding your morality, your moral path, knowing what you stand for. And that's very important in life as well. But the Lovers can represent true love, finding your soulmate. So, Bright, I would like to know if you're actually single, looking for love. The Lovers card teaches us to always make choices that honor the truth that lies within our hearts. That's what I was speaking about, that, for everybody, the Lovers card represents, you wanted to know about your relationship. So if you want to make a donation for a one-on-one tarot right now during the stream, we could do that. I always recommend my Celtic Cross, but if you're in a current relationship, I would say if your intention and you are focusing that you wanted to know about your relationship, let me put that up here. And then Spirit responded with the Lovers. It does to me that Spirit is saying something to you directly about your relationship. Because when you come to my streams, I can't speak to other Facebook or YouTube, tarot readers. I won't say anything about that. But when you come to my stream, whatever intention you have, and when I say Spirit, what do you want them to know? Spirit is working through me to give you your message based on your question. And that's why you'll see this a lot. When I'm just doing a random message from Spirit, many times it is actually the answer to the question that you've been meditating on, because Spirit knows what you're meditating on. So I do feel that there is something a little bit here that Spirit would like you to know about your relationship. I don't know if you're feeling like, should you end this relationship? Should you move forward? The Lovers card, how does your intuition answer this question for you based on what's been in your heart? So it teaches us to go out and seek that which completes us and fills our hearts with love and joy. So there could be something very positive here. This could be, yes, this is your soulmate, this is your lover, but it could also be, is this relationship tearing you down? Were you asking a question because you felt, is this the person I'm supposed to be with? I can't really answer that for you. But the Lovers card does tell you to be true to your morals and never put somebody in a position where you're questioning your own morals. Because first and foremost, that Lovers card represents the love that you have between yourself and God and your morals and finding your way and staying true to that. So I hope that blessed you. I hope that helped you. And next was Lydia. I hope you can't hear my tummy growling. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Viv, all questions are done on donation. I do a free message from Spirit. But anything above that, except for when the Spirit people decide to invade my live stream, I can't get out of that. They came in as strong, and that had to be because we had 2 loved ones pass on the same day just days ago, and I could not breathe. I couldn't. My heart was so heavy. You're welcome, Bright. But the Lovers card is always positive, in my opinion. Now, my Celtic Cross readings are very, very specific. we get down to the wire in the Celtic Cross. I love my Celtic Cross. I had a situation that I was doing Celtic Crosses on, and I just could not get out of my own head to get the interpretation correctly. And it was one of these where I kept asking the question over and over again, but there was something that had happened already in the logical real world that I didn't know. So the reading was already answering my question completely spot on perfectly, but because I did not know that something had actually happened, I just wasn't getting the message. And then I was like, oh, so that's why you're telling me this is going to go this way. If that made any sense, I'm sorry, that probably just confused you. But anyways, the Celtic crosses are so accurate and so spot on that sometimes it does take hindsight to be like, wow. I'm still just kind of shook by the mediumship that just happened here. There's always something amazing that happens. In addition to the Read the Tarot live streams, I'm going to start sometime this year doing Zoom. I think Zoom is going to be a little bit freer for me. And apparently you can use like any music soundtrack on Zoom. And music is very important for me to get into the zone. Okay, Lydia. So I hope eventually I'll see you all on Zoom. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for Lydia? And Lydia has plenty of spirit people that want to come through. Lydia, you said your father is Armando? Your mother is Guadalupe and your father is Armando. Okay. Lydia, does sunflowers have any type of significance for you? Oh gosh, I'm feeling spirit strong again. Why am I seeing sunflowers? Or is it just a name? Were you a sunflower? Something here about a sunflower. And tomatoes. Tomatoes? Did you grow? Was somebody farming tomatoes? Huh. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for Lydia? Okay, I'm getting a lot of tomatoes. Your niece, that was her favorite flower. Is your niece in spirit? Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for Lydia? Is your niece in spirit? Your message is right here. Was the spirit, was the sunflower coming through from another spirit? Could be. 5 of Swords, interesting. Your message from Spirit is the 5 of Swords. Lydia, are you in a situation where there's a lot of fighting going on, a lot of conflict? Words can be as sharp as any blade. Carefully examine how you treat others and allow them to treat you. Okay. Yeah, so that sunflower has to be your niece's spirit coming through as well. If you ever want to book a mediumship, we can definitely do that. But Lydia, getting back to this earthly plane, not your family. And I will say that when I do mediumships, I actually have to come up with some sort of real good document because we're bringing people in through generations back in the mediumships, and I need family trees. It's like I just can't even. I've done mediumships where I've brought through messages from people where I've brought through people that the sitter, and that is like the person who books a mediumship, doesn't even know about that person. And then they go into the genealogy and find that person. So it's like ancestry.com mediumship as well. And mediums continue this work on the other side. Because your spirit loved ones are living on. So okay, your siblings now with your mom's passing. Okay, so I do want to ask, is the number 5 significant with your siblings? Only because sometimes when I get a minor arcana card, the numbers can actually represent something. A pip card, the numbers can represent 5, might represent 5 siblings fighting, but it could also just represent that there's fighting and discord. So the message here, though, watch how you're treating others, watch how you let them treat you. There could definitely be more messages here for you as well with the with what's going on with your mom's passing. Are we fighting over property? Are we fighting over a house? Is this what's going on? Is this toxic? Or yeah, but the 5 of Swords is conflict. I mean, this isn't fun. I'm sorry that's your message. So our 5 is significant as well. Let me put that up here. Yeah. A lot of times when I pull a card like this, it will have more than one meaning. The numbers will, like if I get the 3 of coins, that typically always represents 3 people doing something. It's just stuff she had. Okay, so the siblings are fighting over her possession. Yeah, your mom does not want this. Okay, and oh wow, your family was. Did we have like very? Did you have mediums in your family? Is this why they're like your family is like just crossed over, and these spirits are very strong energy. Or were they practicing Catholics actually? Very devout. Who was okay? Is this Guadalupe, a very devout Catholic? You know, you didn't tell me if somebody was Mexican. Okay, I'm getting sidetracked. Okay. Okay, so I was getting a message here that the fighting is because people are grieving and feeling like mom is gone, and I have to have this and I have to have that. And mom, Lupe, is saying, yeah, this is very Catholic, correct? Lydia? Your family's Mexican. Okay, Lupe. But she's saying that she's here and this is not what she wants. And she just wants them to know that she's still here, she's still present. But she's very strong. Yes, Lydia. So your mother is the one who just passed away really days ago. And man, she is a strong spirit. I mean, I've dealt with spirit people who, when they cross over, it takes them time to master up the energy, to kind of get over being shell-shocked, but not your mom. Your mom is like, was your mom a very go-getter, in-charge type woman? Very energetic? Almost hyper? Like working all the time? With her hands, because she's very energetic on the other side. You said heart attack. I still feel like she was very energetic. Was there diabetes too? Your mom, your niece passed 2 weeks before your mother. Okay, so she's sunflower. And your mom had diabetes as well with this heart attack. She never sat down. Yeah, because that's what it's like. It's like she's like, okay, well, we got work to do. um, yeah, she's like, but I'm hearing diabetes. She didn't have. Okay, so Lupe, are because you're typing at the same time. Is diabetes coming from your side? Yeah, I am because this is what happens when I get the dual links. I'm seeing somebody now with diabetes, and we're seeing some leg issues. I'm actually seeing blood clots in legs. Who is the diabetic with blood clots in the legs? And I keep saying Lupe, so we're getting lost. And let me ask the spirit who they are with the blood clots in the legs and diabetes. Femur lesion, Lupe. What is a femur lesion? Pulmonary embolism is what I just heard. Your brother but he's still alive, Elizabeth's dad. Who passed from what was actually called pulmonary embolism? I feel like this is a dual link as well. Lupe, I don't know what a femur lesion is. Is that connected to pulmonary let me Google this. Got to get back to you've got some family in spirit. I don't know if that's connected. Is pulmonary embolism connected to blood clot and leg? Because I put those together. Blood clot and leg, pulmonary embolism. It sounds coming from the same person. Oh, there we go. Blood clot and leg, pulmonary embolism. Pulmonary embolism. A condition in which one of the pulmonary arteries in the lungs get blocked by a blood clot. So why would that's the lungs. Can a pulmonary embolism, here we go. A pulmonary embolism is a blood clot that blocks and stops blood flow to an artery in the lung. In most cases, the blood clot starts in a deep vein in the leg and travels to the lung. Okay, so who is telling me? I'm like, who is telling me? I gotta get back. I'm not even looking at the chat. Who is telling me that they had a blood clot in their leg that turned into a pulmonary embolism? Lupe, so is this blood clot in your leg? And you think your mom had that? Okay, so Lupe, I'm a little concerned that you might be developing this. No, your femur lesion is something completely different, right? Okay. Okay, so you think your mom, could you look that up, Lydia? Just because I would like that confirmation. Could you find out from your family if this is your mom? And if so, just drop me a message, Read the Tarot on Facebook to confirm that for me. But the Five of Swords, I'm actually going to give you one more card just because your mom is very strong and like your whole family will come through. But Lydia, I do want to say, for the record, let me ask you, Lydia, have you seen any, what they call quote unquote paranormal? Have you seen any evidence of your mom's spirit activity in your home? because when we do these mediumships and that connection becomes this strong, you will start seeing things from your mom. Has she visited you in your dreams yet? Now, don't freak out if you start thinking you need to call an electrician, because it's nothing scary going on. It's just your mom, your sister. I didn't. Your mom just had surgery because her legs and the veins would get clogged. Did that happen right before she passed? Let me put that up. Like, how soon? So do they even know that it was a pulmonary embolism? Because that's what, I can't confirm it was her, but I believe it was her. And that's because I have too many spirits passing information to me at once. Yeah, so Lydia, don't freak out. If you light a candle for your mom and you set the intention, or you light a candle, I was thinking of Liz with her sister. January 14th was the surgery, and then she passed February 28th. So did you guys know that the surgery was connected to what happened? Did they say this was a pulmonary embolism from the surgery? Because that's what I heard loud and clear. But anyways, the point is that if you take a candle out, you can't wait for her to come. Oh, well, she's already here. She's already here. If you take a candle out and you ask your mom some questions and you say, raise this flame yes for a yes, and flicker it low for a no. Wait for the dreams to come. But if you're light, I absolutely believe you're going to start seeing some lights flickering. Don't be scared. You can change the light bulbs. They're going to keep flickering. Electricity has been around for several hundred years, and spirits know your mother is a very strong energy, very strong. She's got business to take care of. She's got, do we have a baby to be born? You didn't know? Okay, so that's what it was. She had the surgery on the legs, a blood clot, but this blood clot went to the lungs, and it was a pulmonary embolism. And that's what I heard. I didn't know that those two even went together until I Googled it. But what was I saying? The spirit activity with your mom is going to be very, very. I hope this is blessing you. I hope you feel comforted. I hope you know that your mother is with you. What was it that I had just said? And okay. Oh, pregnancy. Is somebody pregnant? And also, I'm hearing the Spanish word for butterfly, mariposa. I don't know too much Spanish, but I know mariposa. Does somebody actually have that name, mariposa? I'm probably not pronouncing it correctly. I wanted to get you one more card because of the fighting. And I just want Spirit to, what message do you have of comfort for Lydia in this time of grief? What message of comfort, Spirit, do you have for Lydia in this time of grief? And we're right here. And the Four of Swords. Okay, this is what I'm asking Spirit, a message of comfort for you. And it's the Four of Swords. And it is now is the time to rest, relax, and heal. Take care of and be at peace with yourself. Now, something that I love about this card, right? The Four of Swords is it is time to heal. It's time to not overdo it. It's time to just take a step back and not do too much. So maybe with the loss of your mom, you're just feeling overwhelmed. Okay. So it is time to take a step back. Yes, there are things that have to be done, but there are also things that don't have to be done right now. And be gentle with yourself. But the one thing about this that I love is he's like painting this rose. And to me, it's like, don't forget to keep doing the things that you love, right? One of the signs of clinical depression is that we stop doing the things we love, whether it's our hobbies like painting, dancing, singing. You know somebody's in a very bad state of mind when they stop and engaging in these activities. So now is the time to rest, relax, and heal so that you can get back to doing the things that you love. Um, and this is your message of comfort to know that, yes, this is a very painful time. You're feeling this loss and you're in this state of grief, but you will get through it. You will heal and you will get back to doing the things that make you happy and that you love. And again, Lydia, I leave this message with you with love and light. Of course, your message was a lot longer than everybody else's, except for maybe Liz's. But you have a very, very strong, strong mother in spirit who is not gone. And also, please let me know if somebody's going to have a baby soon, because I do feel like there's grandchildren, but I feel like there's new grandchildren coming. Absolutely. And also, anything about this name, Mariposa, butterflies, let me know about that. If maybe this is going to be a spirit sign. It is February. I'm not sure where you are. But if you see butterflies in a way that doesn't seem like, okay, well, that was just springtime and here's a butterfly. But if something happens that hits you, like that was very unusual relating to a butterfly, drop me a note and let me know as well. Because I do feel that that butterfly symbol was strong. And when did you say your niece passed? Did you say January 18th? I think there's going to be something with the niece as well. I could just sit here all day with your family. I got to move on. You're in Idaho. Okay. Isn't it cold up there? Wait, is Idaho having like the winter times? I'm in Florida, so having summer here. I know, like the rest of the country is blessed is in Florida. You know what? I've gone so long, I can't remember everybody who's here. January 6th, she passed. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry for your loss. This has been very hard, hasn't it, Lydia? This has just been like back to back. I want to do the Spanish man with the name that started with a P. I'm trying to say Pedro, but it wasn't Pedro. Was it Paynez? Are you still here? I can't find your name. It was a yellow Pima. There you are. Pima. That's what I'm looking for. I want to do you next, Pima. There you are, Pima. Yeah, there was a Z. What did I say? Penez? Penza? I think I was trying to put your first name together with your last name. I won't forget about you, Lupe. I'm going to go this order next. Pima and Lupe, just because we have spirit people with important messages. But again, if anybody wants a reading, you may make a donation. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for Pima? Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for Pima? What do you want Pima to know today? And Pima, can you type in the name of your wife? And also, again, I just randomly had the name Sally come in. I'm not always spot on with names. Lydia, your last name is Salgado. That could be it. But do we have anything close to Sally that's not Salgado? Karma. Karma. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for Prima? What message do you have for Prima? Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for Prima? And Pima, you used to be the teacher. That's right. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for Prima? Right here. Six of Swords. The Six of Swords. I want you to look at that picture. Life is about the journey, not the destination. Chart your course and trust that better times lie ahead. The Six of Swords is all about healing. Hema, I'm not sure how old you are, but are you said you're a widower, but are you a father? The Six of Swords typically on the Waite Smith tarot deck depicts like a mother with a child, usually depicted as a son, right? Father of one. That's what I was going to say. Usually depicts a mother with a boy, a son, one child, on a boat. You know what? Let me show you. I don't know if you know tarot. Let me I'm going to pull it out for you because this is a very important card in my own journey. It's actually one of my favorite tarot cards because it is a card all about healing and all about leaving bad times. Here it is right here. And going into better times. And you are now, may I ask how old you are and how old your child is? So this is the Six of Swords in the Waite Smith deck. And there are the swords, and there's the Roman numeral 6. Now, as you can see, this is a mother, right? You're 34. Okay, let me put that up. Can I ask how old your son is? So your wife passed. Oh, your daughter is 6. Okay, I'm sorry. You said father of one. I'm like going with a boy because of this. Okay, so your daughter is 6. Okay, so as you can see, so you lost Karma. So is this correct? Karma is your 6-year-old daughter's mother that you've lost? Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Let me wait for you to answer. Okay, so I would even say that the child in this drawing looks about 6 years old. Okay, let me put that up. Okay, so Spirit has a very strong, I'm going to cry again. Spirit has a very strong message for you. And again, this is why I do it this way, to just one-on-one get that message of what Spirit wants you to know. Okay, so this card means so many things, Pima, so many things for you. And let me explain. So as you can see, this is a person in a boat with a child. It usually has for me shown up in situations like this, one child. The boat has been pierced by 6 swords. The figure, the parent, has this cloak over them. I mean, they have gone through it. Now, as you can see, the water down here on the right side of the boat is choppy. They have come through a storm. They have been attacked. They're they they they've got nothing left. They're at the end of their rope. This boat has been pierced by 6 swords, and you can see them right here. The attacks have been strong, but there are many things about this card that are very positive. The boat has been attacked, but it hasn't sunk. The water is choppy, but it hasn't flipped the boat. They're on this boat and they're being taken out of this horrible, bad, life-threatening situation. And here we have, I don't know what you actually call the guy. I know they have a name, but I don't know what this guy's name is. The one who's like steering the boat, the boatman. I don't know, but he is actually going to steer them out. So for you, this is your guardian angel, your spirit guide. This is maybe the help of family and friends, but it's other people who are coming in to assist you to take you out of this situation with your child, with your daughter. Now, the other thing to notice about this card is because this water is choppy on the right, if you look at the left side, the water is smooth. It's smooth sailing. And we're leaving this bad situation on this journey to better times ahead, to clear water, no storm. So swords are going to come out of that boat. So this deck, I love this deck for 6 of Swords, but it just does not convey what the Waite Smith deck does convey. And usually when I pull this card, it is like pull it out of that deck as well. Life is about the journey, not the destination. Chart your course and trust that better times lie ahead. But it's so much more than that. It's so much more that better times lie ahead. It is, you are leaving this situation, this trial, this turmoil, this trauma. The attacks kept coming. I would even say it was more than just one attack. Maybe the loss of karma has spiraled into other attacks. Maybe there's financial distress. Maybe there's so much emotional and physical and spiritual turmoil going on because the attacks keep coming. It's not just one sword that comes to try and sink you, but it's 6. But this card is all about, it is time for you and your child, your daughter, to take this journey out of this situation, to know that there is light at the end of the tunnel. I'm going to pull one more card for you. And please let me know how that resonates with you. And let me know if you do feel that you're on this journey. If you are already through your 6 of Swords experience, not through, but if you've already gotten on the boat, have people come to help you, have you moved? Because sometimes part of this healing journey is actual moving. Yeah, let me put that up there. Sometimes that 6 of Swords means you have to move. You have to get in the boat. You have to travel. You have to leave this house. If you're currently like, do I move from this house? Sometimes that card means you have to make that move. You have to do that journey. You have to leave and go to the new thing to heal. Your family and friends have been helping you. Okay, good. When did Karma cross over? When did she pass? Because for this card, it does seem like this is kind of recent. Like, is it a year, maybe 2, or is it very, very close? But I don't want to leave you with that. I sure would like to do a one-on-one with you as well. 2021. Okay, so it has been a few years. So this has been a long journey for you. Where do you feel that you are on your... And well, you wouldn't have the 6 of Swords if you are already healed. I mean, this is a long journey, and sometimes it is a long journey. But if you feel that, if you've been doubting that the light is at the end of the tunnel, that 6 of Swords is your confirmation from Spirit. I'm going to cry. That not only has your cries been heard, not only in your darkest hour, you are not alone. Your angels, God is listening. God hears everything. God hears your cries. God knows your fears, and you aren't alone, and you are being brought through this journey. But karma is not lost, and she's not gone. She's just on the other plane. And likewise for you, once spirit connection is made, it becomes a lot easier for you to see. I'll just put it that way. Karma is you're going to start having many more real life encounters with karma as you go through this healing. But I want to give you a message of healing. So thank you, Spirit. What message of healing and comfort now do you have for Pima? What message of healing and comfort do you have for Pima as Pima continues to go through this journey with this daughter? What message of healing and comfort do you have for Pima? And we have right here. Oh, you got 2 cards. Sometimes Spirit will do that. You actually got 2. We have the 3 of Pentacles and the 7 of Swords. Okay, so that is very interesting. Now, our 3 of Pentacles is a card that shows up when we're working together. Is there something that's going on, Pima, where... Is this a new financial opportunity? Is this a business? But there is something going on where... Yeah, 3 of Pentacles usually represents money. This is a message of hope for you. So have you been going through financial struggles and you're now looking at some sort of new financial opportunity? But this could represent teamwork. It could be you're planning to get into business. So are you planning to get into a business with 2 other people? Because usually when I pull the 3 of Pentacles, the number 3 is representative of like 2 other people joining you. But also, you've been through financial hardship, but also now is the time for stealth and discretion in your actions. So if you're actually thinking about investing money that you're not sure to spend, and I'm very surprised that it's a family business. I'm very surprised that your message of comfort and healing is about money, but it makes sense. You're a widower, you're a father, you're supporting your daughter. So I'm actually not surprised that your message of comfort is coming through. You're going to work, you're going to make money, you're going to be successful. But also, you just want to make sure that you're not investing money you might not have. There's something to do with this family business that you need a little bit of caution, and I'm sure that's going to resonate with you. But yes, family business, go for it. Go for it. It's definitely, and you're planning to get into the business. So is it that your family is saying, we'd like you to join this, and you've been on the fence, or you've been thinking about it? Because Spirit is giving you the go-ahead. Create magic through the power of creative collaboration, 3 of Pentacles. It's all about working with other people as a team. So if you've been through financial hardship and your family is saying things like, we have this opportunity for you, you can do this, and you've been on the fence, Spirit is saying to definitely do it. But at the same time, you need to be cautious about something. So please let me know if that resonates with you as well. But things are going to get better, Pima. And I don't know about if you're dating again. I'm not sure. I didn't really get into that. But there is definitely hope on the... It resonates with you? Okay, good. Thank you, Pima. Let me put that up. But there's definitely light at the end of the tunnel for you. And Spirit is definitely saying there's light at the end of the tunnel financially as well. So if you've been on the fence about this new business opportunity, I would go for it. And I am on Lupe next. And again, if anybody wants the next reading, you may make a donation according to the list on the stream. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for Lupe? What message do you have for Lupe? Oh, you're welcome, Pima. Let me put that up. I like that. Thank you, Spirit. Lupe, how old is your daughter? You have more than one child, right, Lupe? I thought you had like 5 kids or something. I don't know why I thought 5. But is this an older daughter? Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for Lupe? Lupe, how many kids do you have? Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for Lupe? Do you have like a 13-year-old? How old is your oldest? Okay, Lupe, we have 9 of Swords. Okay. 9 of Swords. Okay. You know what? I feel like I may have pulled the 9 of Swords for you before. Oh, she's older. Your thoughts do not have power over you. Control them, let them go, and make peace with your own mind. The 9 of Swords shows up when we're very anxious, very depressed, staying up all night with worries and fears. But you've dealt with this before, and I do think that I've pulled this card for you before. So, it's so easy to say, right? We're just going to take control over our mind and not give in to fear and doubt and depression and dark thoughts and worry and stress and anxiety, right? But this is what Spirit wants you to do. Spirit wants you to take control of your mind, to quiet and silence those thoughts that are tormenting you. Let me see if I can get you one more message. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for Lupe? Lupe, I think that we should do a Celtic cross where we can really dig deep into a strategy for you of what Spirit wants you to do, the steps you need to take to get out of this dark place. Hello, Lynn. How are you? I haven't seen you for so long. But it's like in this darkness and trying to get out of it. Yeah, this would be a Celtic cross. Like, let me see. I don't know if I can get something this quick. Thank you, Spirit. What advice do you have for Lupe to get out of the darkness? What advice do you have for Lupe to get out of the darkness? Okay. Knight of Cups. What is this? A nice young man? I'm sorry. Okay, Lupe. Oh my goodness. A Knight of Love. So what? Okay, Lupe is coming back. It's coming back. You had a guy who was interested in dating you, and you said you weren't ready. I got somebody in here who's trying to. Oh gosh, I hate when I do that. That is the Elders downloads where I'm trying to. There's several guys, but you miss your husband. I'm trying to delete this Facebook spammer. I'm a medium too. You don't have to come to my stream where I'm doing psychic mediumship to tell people you're a medium. So, Spirit is saying, Lupe, it is time to date. It is time to get out there and date. There are several guys, but you miss your husband. I absolutely remember weeks ago. I haven't been on here for a month, since January, and I don't know how long ago it was before that, but I now remember in the last tarot reading I gave you, Spirit said it was time for you to date. And I remember that there was a guy who was interested. And now you're saying there's several guys. And I just specifically pulled this extra card for you for free. What advice does Spirit have for you to get out of the darkness? And it is a Knight of Cups. It is time to move on, Lupe. You're just going to be stuck in this darkness, grieving and grieving until you realize that there's more love and to open your heart up to it. Love is a gift. And I mean, you don't want to just like fall in love with the next guy who comes around, right? But it's Knight of Cups. There is another person who wants to give you their heart, like the Knight of Shining Armor, but to come in there. But your message, always follow your heart. It will never lead you astray because it knows things that your mind can't explain. But yeah, it's not your heart telling you to stay in this place of darkness, grieving. And Lupe, if that happens, it'll happen. It'll take you time, but you've got to kind of put yourself out there and try. And if this guy can't get over the fact that you called him, your husband's name, then move on to the next guy, because there's most likely a Knight of Cups, some man out there who loves you enough to be tender enough and caring enough to say, I know this is hard for you, we'll go slow, and it's okay that you called me Gary. I understand, I'm not giving up on this. But this is what Spirit is saying to you. Knight of Cups. I can't spin that any other way. This isn't an angel. This isn't, your spirit guide. This is a human man on this planet. And that relationship is going to help you heal. So, you're welcome, Lupe. So definitely try that, okay? So the next person to type in the chat, I will give you your free message from Spirit. And that's what's going to help you, with those dark nights, Lupe. God bless you too, Lupe. Lupe, if you want, send me a message on Read the Tarot Facebook. Send me a picture of Gary, and if you want, include the details of his passing, okay? Hello, Rhea. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right. All questions are done on a donation, but I will give you a free message from Spirit. Oh, Lynn, there you are. Okay, actually, Rhea, I'm sorry, but Lynn was here first, so I'm going to do Lynn first, and then I will do you. Yeah, I would like to know that, and I'm pretty sure you sent me a picture of him before because I'm seeing a white man with like blondish, dirty blonde hair, light brown hair playing the guitar. I think you sent me a picture before. Does that sound right? Did you send me a picture? I don't know where I'm getting that from. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for Lynn? What message do you have for Lynn? What do you want Lynn to know? What do you want Lynn to know? And he was military, right, Lupe? He was a soldier who came back with PTSD. What message do you have for Lynn? Do you want Lynn to know? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for Lynn? Do you want Lynn to know? And then we're right here. Oh, Six of Pentacles. Okay, so this is a very interesting card because a long, long time ago, hundreds of years ago, when like tarot was first formed, this card represented inheritance. And it very rarely means inheritance nowadays because society is different. But the Six of Pentacles at one point was a card that showed up if there was property being passed down, if you were about to get an inheritance. So I always mention that just because that is like one of the meanings of this card. It's also a card about giving and receiving. It can be very practical. It can be needing financial help or giving financial help. It can be a card of karma. Give to others wholeheartedly before you expect to receive the same yourself. So for you, and for the purpose of time, I would like to know if you feel any resonations to any of those things. The karma, the inheritance, even. It's almost like a duel of relationships. It's to have and have not. Are you the leader? Are you the follower? Are you both? But I do want to know if any of this represents any situation that you're going through, or is this, the archaic meaning? Are you currently dealing with an inheritance? Are you in a situation of giving and receiving? Are you in a financial situation where you need help? It's not one of my favorite cards because it is, you're not sure. So I'm going to actually ask Spirit for another one to see why, kind of like a clarifier. And just because the Six of Pentacles is such a shady, not in a bad way, but like a shadowy card. So let's see what's going on. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have to expound on the Six of Pentacles? What does the Six of Pentacles represent for Lynn? And we're right here. So we are looking at, the Page of Cups. Okay, Lynn, are you single? Are you single and currently thinking about dating or a new relationship? Are you single and feeling as if you've waited too long and love isn't coming your way? Let your imagination run wild. Imagination is the fuel of dreams, and dreams the fuel of creation. Not single. Okay, so the Page of Cups, this is really more about starting the beginning of new things, but to me it's actually very emotional. It is feelings. Hello, Jessica, how are you? um, Let your imagination run wild. Imagination is the fuel of dreams, and dreams the fuel of creation. Let me see a little bit more. Do you feel that you're in a situation, Lynn, maybe where you feel there's no way out? And Spirit could be saying through this message, open up your heart, open up your mind, visualize where it is you want to go. Um, you have power, but don't give your power away. You have the power to create this dream, right? You have the power to bring it to pass, but maybe you're choosing not to. I would say to step into this power, to step into this manifestation of creativity, that the Page of Cups is that you're on, again, this is more feelings, more emotional. But there is this doorway that's opening. Yes, for employment. Okay, so employment, do you mean you're looking for a job? Because that could be Six of Pentacles as well. The Six of Pentacles, like I said, it can be a financial thing. So are you currently looking for a job? Because that absolutely can be Six of Pentacles. Let me show you again in now let me know if you're, like you're saying this about employment, if you're looking for a job. Let me get Six of Pentacles from the Waitsmith. And not stepping into anything. Okay. Okay, so here's the Six of Pentacles in the Waitsmith deck. There's our six. Here are the 6 coins. And here's this guy holding the scales, right? And these two are like the beggars. Now, the reason why this card is like a shadowy card is because when it shows up, you could be the person holding the scales. Excuse me. You could be the person holding the scales, or you could be the beggars needing the handout. So the Six of Pentacles is like, it could be, I have all this money and I'm going to be generous and I'm going to give you this blessing. Or it could be like, I need to have this blessing. Can you give it to me? But with the clarifying cards that we have, this is more about imagining and visualizing what it is you want and going after. Now, if you've been in financial lack, and it could absolutely be Spirit saying, start to visualize what it is you want and start making plans to get it so you can get out of the Six of Pentacles. Maybe you've been depending on other people to provide your needs for too long, and Spirit is saying to you, step into this Page of Cups. Start believing in yourself. Start believing that you can change the situation and start going after your own dreams and your own vision. And that's why I wanted to pull a clarifier, because the Six of Pentacles is really like one of the very few cards in the tarot deck that's like that, where it can represent either or. Sometimes it represents karma. I don't feel that for you. The last job was not good. Okay. Yeah, it seems like this is more of a practical financial message. So are you currently out of work? Did you leave the last job? Is that what happened? Are you on like are you currently getting like some government assistance or something? Did you have a job? Things didn't work out. You left the job and maybe now you're on government assistance, um, something of that nature because of, the symbolism of having somebody holding the scales and dishing out what you need. You walked out. Okay. How long ago was that? So definitely, I would say this is definitely a message for you to believe in yourself, have that vision of what you want, and go after it. If you want to get into anything more specific about the finances, we could do that. Celtic cross would be good. Okay. And welcome to everybody in the chat. And Rhea, are you still here? Okay, Rhea, let's see what your message is. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for Rhea? You sold your business last November? Okay, then. Yeah, that's definitely what's going on. That Six of Pentacles was straight up about money. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for Rhea? What message do you have for Rhea? Oh, wow. I pulled out two cards and didn't even realize it. I have the Four of Pentacles and Two of Wands. So, Rhea, this is starting off, I feel, in the same vein as finances. Grow your wealth, but don't lose sight of what's really important along the way. But the Four of Pentacles can show up if we're thinking about spending money and Spirit is saying, no, hold on to that money, don't spend. Wow. These two cards are very similar to what I just pulled for Lynn. Rhea, if this resonates with you, let me know. If not, I'm going to clear the cards because this is very, very similar to what reading I just pulled for Lynn. That's about holding on to your money. Visualize your desire and make actionable plans to go after it. You can achieve anything you set your mind to. This is like the exact same reading. This could be spirit, but it could be that my cards are getting clogged. So Ray, let me know if Lynn's reading resonated with you 100%. If it did, this is confirmation for you. Otherwise, I'm going to clear the deck. I'll wait for you to answer. I am Kay. I am taking donations. Okay, so I'm going to clear the deck. And that does happen. I get clogged. Okay, so I'll just be 1 second. I'll give you some amethyst to look at. If anybody makes a donation, please let me know. Oh, thank you, Kay. I have your donation. Okay, Rhea. We'll see if we get the same message. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for Rhea? Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for Rhea? And Rhea, your message is right here. Oh, the Hierophant. Major Arcana. You okay? Right after Rhea. I'm on donations with you. The Hierophant represents Taurus, if I remember correctly. Are you a Taurus, just by any chance? Yeah, it is Taurus. But the Hierophant is all about faith. You're Aquarius, okay? Faith, tradition, religion, community. Sometimes it can show up if we're going back to school. Rhea, are you religious? Are you devoted to a church or temple or synagogue or anything like that? The Hierophant teaches us to have faith and to seek spiritual guidance and education. He urges us to study, seek out the knowledge that we desire, and to act in accordance with our beliefs. So you're Muslim. And are you very devout, because this message is really all about staying true to our morals, our beliefs, our faith, being devoted to those things, our spiritual practices. Okay. It's actually a very good card. You know, because maybe your faith has been tested, but maybe you've passed that test. But I feel as if I'm picking something up. Are you dealing actually with a little bit of the reverse? Are you dealing with thoughts of guilt? Do you have, are you struggling with guilt, like you're not a good Muslim? Or are other people outside of you making you feel like you're not being devout enough? Because that's actually what I feel like I'm picking up from Spirit, to say that you are, what is the word? Not like you're doing a good job, but like your faith is enough, and that you don't need to do more to please other people. So are you dealing with a lot of criticism of people saying to you, putting you down, and maybe also maybe a little bit abusively, to say like, you know, why are you doing that? You're not a good Muslim. And maybe somebody actually trying to push you to become stricter in your own faith than you feel comfortable with. Because Spirit is saying, you know, your faith is your faith alone. And there's nothing wrong with you seeking out even other beliefs to really kind of navigate what your own. Oh, you're Muslim, but you have a non-Muslim family. What religion is your non-Muslim family? There's a lot going on here. A little bit more than I can get into right now. The Hierophant teaches us to have faith and to seek spiritual guidance and education. He urges us to study, seek out the knowledge that we desire, and to act in accordance with our beliefs. But at the same time, I'm feeling as if when you say Muslim, right? This isn't extremism, right? You're not being tempted or led into something that's extremist, correct? Husband is Tamil, then everyone else are pagan. I don't even know what Tamil is. Let me Google that. Is somebody borderline extremist in their faith? What is an ethnicity? Not at all, nothing extreme. Okay. So does this resonate with you? Because I'm not really sure. I mean, it does seem like it makes a lot of sense. I mean, you're Muslim, pagans. Are these, I gotta ask, are these pagans in India? But definitely I can see that why the Hierophant is showing up for you. Okay, so it does resonate. Okay, good. I can see though why the Hierophant is showing up if you're like pagans, Tamil, you're Muslim. So do you feel though that you're being questioned about practicing your faith according to the way you believe? Because that could absolutely be why Spirit is giving you this message, saying that your faith is yours alone. Oh, you're in South Africa. Okay. I was like, I'm so confused. So is your husband Indian? I'm trying to get too much information. But you're in South Africa, okay. So religion and different religions are all around you then, correct? I mean, paganism, Muslim, Tamil, you're in South African. Okay. But so you're trying to be true to your faith and you feel are you feeling oppressed? Are you feeling that pressure? But the Hierophant is saying, to go ahead with your faith. Oh, your husband's Indian and the rest of you are Caucasian. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely interesting. Well, that was cool. So be true to what you feel true to. So maybe that warning, you feel pressured, but are you feeling pressured by your family to give up your faith? Because that would be it too. But that would be extremism for you. But are they viewing faith as extremism? Is that what it is? Are they wanting you to give up your faith because they feel that your faith is too strict? Yeah, there's a lot more here. I have to. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm sorry about that. My husband called. I guess there was an emergency. They'd rather you do things that you're not permitted to do. Okay, that's what it is. Yeah, so they're viewing you more as being extreme about it, but you have to stay. Wow, this was really perfect for you. Yeah, that Hierophant, you stay true to yourself. You know, sorry about that delay, but I hope that message resonated with you. Just true to your own path, that's your faith. So make it be pagan on their home. And your husband knew you were Muslim when he married you, right? So, Kay, are you here? Sorry about having to leave like that. So, Kay, first I'm going to get you a message from Spirit. Oh, you're welcome, Rhea. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for Kay? What message do you have for Kay? Thank you, Spirit. Oh, wait, I didn't write my donations. Oh, my goodness. Hello, Kate. Kate, did you have a question that you wanted to ask? Oh, thank you, Lisa. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for Kate? What message do you have for Kate? And Kay, your message is right here. Oh, there you are, Kay. Oh, we have Knight of Cups. Okay, so Kay, what's going on in the love department? Knight of Cups. Always follow your heart. It will never lead you astray because it knows things that your mind can't explain. But of course, our Knight of Cups can show up when we have new love on the way. And I'm going to clear and charge my Gilded Arrow. And I know you have a 1 card, but what is your question? And we'll get into that. Oh, okay. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have today for Kay? What do you want Kay to know? Hello, Latoya. And Kay, your message is the Six of Swords. And the Six of Swords is all about leaving a troubled situation and moving to better times. So Kay, let me know a little bit what's going on. It can also show up if there's travel or, like a physical move. But this tends to show up if you've gone through some really bad trials or setbacks. And it's Spirit's way of letting you know that you're entering a period of healing, that things will get better no matter how severely you've been attacked. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. You may have been attacked, you may have even been wounded, but you're definitely not out of the race. And you are moving forward to better times. Please let me know if this resonates with you. You're in transition to being self-employed, and it's been a rough 3 years. Yeah, well, you're definitely moving to better times. Let me pull a card for you about being self-employed. See if we pull any pentacles. Thank you, Spirit. What do you want Kay to know about being self-employed? What do you want Kay to know about being self-employed? What message do you have for Kay about this self-employment? And we're right here. Yep. Page of Pentacles. Check that out. Page of Pentacles. So the self-employment is definitely what you need to be doing, but you are definitely starting off at the beginning. You're starting off as the page. It's a new venture. There's still a lot for you to learn. So you don't want to, are you taking your time? And make sure that you have something or somebody skilled or with more experience in this to kind of lean back on. Because our page is the beginning of the court cards, right? But again, the page could just be that it's new. Our kings, are definitely when you've been self-employed and your experience for maybe like 5 or 10 years, we'll be pulling kings for you. Right now, this is the beginning of this employment venture. There is a page. There could be more here. If you want to do something in depth, we could do something to see if there's any warnings or roadblocks on your self-employment venture. But definitely this is a clear go-ahead that you starting the self-employment process is the right thing to do. So I hope that helped you. Okay. Leaving the rough financial troubled times of the past 3 years, moving forward ahead to new opportunities, new financial opportunities. I would say new financial adventures even. You're welcome, Kay. So I'm going to end this stream, and I will come back later. And I say that a lot. but I really will come back later. But I want to thank everybody who's been here. I will be back, and I hope to see you soon. Hello, Latoya. I'm actually ending the stream right now, but make sure you're subscribed so you'll get notifications when I come on later, okay? God bless you, everybody. Thank you.